Hello, everybody, and welcome to my channel. I think we finally cracked the case. I wanted to make a video for lots of reasons, and it's just very interesting. So I I figured out a lot of things, mostly about myself, and just things that I sort of knew but wasn't too sure about. So I'm a medium, right? It's very easy for you to communicate with in- incarnate souls and such, be it good or bad. And the reason why we have a problem is that certain individuals, through me, the medium, made a deal with a very bad and negative being. And at certain points, you've been wanting to connect with other negative beings out there. And the truth is that if you're connecting with these kind of individuals, these kind of incarnate souls, they're not going to be nice to you because you have, not so good intentions. It doesn't necessarily mean that they're going to be good to you. So when I was in a unconscious state, you spoke with this incarnate soul, and you drew these beings to you, and you made a deal with these beings about certain things are going to happen, right? So I am just the pen. I'm just a tool that allowed you guys to connect. So I understand what the deal was in a certain way and what kind of um, communications you've made with this being. In fact, you just had a conversation with him this as I don't know, like 10, 20 minutes ago. You just had a conversation with him, and he just kept telling you that we have a deal, we have a deal, we have a deal. And I don't know what deal you had, because when you were having this conversation with this individual, I was unconscious. I can sort of pick out certain things about what's going on, but you and this evil incarnate soul made some kind of agreement, and he tricked you. Obviously, he's evil. I mean, like, he's not going to treat you equally because you guys are the same. He's going to be evil too. So he didn't care. So he made some kind of deal with you. And I don't know exactly what he did. And that's why we have a bond, right? And you feel that you'd have to, you know, be around me in certain ways and just participate in my life for whatever reason. Turns out that you were speaking to this negative incarnate soul through me, the medium, and communicated. You made some kind of agreement, and I don't know how you're going to get out of this. So my, for the last 5 years, everything now makes complete sense about what's been going on in my life, right? I can feel the weight being lifted. I can feel that there's a higher understanding of what's going on. Now, the good news is with this is that you we need to find out who he is, what his name is, and we have to do an exorcism to unbind this contract what you made with this person, because he smartly enough made it so that there's a wanting, there's a longing for you to get more information from this individual. And then he set up his deal about the things that he's agreed to, right? So it's in a way connected to me as well. But again, I was just a medium through this conversation between the physical world and the incarnate world, right? And there's just different levels of evil. Just as much as they're good, there is bad too, right? Like the yin and yang. Even at the third dimensional level, it exists just like that in the fourth, fifth, seventh, eighth, ninth, 10. It has to, because source is only just one, and you can only deviate in two paths from your source creator: good or bad, lukewarm, hot, cold, snow, sun. It's just an opposite of the other spectrum. It's nothing more than it's not just in one way. It happens in every single way, right? So we know what the problem is, right? There's nothing against each other here. I just happen to be the medium that made that communication happen, and I understand now what is it that you're with me at all times. Seemingly, it's because there you want to get back to talking to this individual, or you don't even maybe know what you agreed to. But the good news is that we're going to find out together, and we're going to unbind this in a way that I don't know if we need an exorcism. I don't know if you need to start going back to church. You need to change your life, right? You need to turn a new leaf, right? And for those that believed even before reading this message, and you knew that there was just nothing there, then the kingdom of heaven is yours because you have the faith to know and understand, and there's something more. Group of individuals came and used me as a medium and agreed with some incarnate evil being on something that doesn't make any sense. You rub the genie in the lamp and you ask the genie to give you all the power in the world, and he lied to you, okay? And then for whatever reason you agree to whatever he said, and that's the agreement. Now, mind you, I am interested in liberating you from this because not that I was part of it, but I understand personally on a very intimate level between us what's going on here. And then I can move on with my life because this is unnecessary for you to have this kind of pursuit of certain interests that necessarily don't have anything really to do with me. So the kingdom of heaven is yours because you have the faith to believe. And I extend an olive branch so that I can help you eliminate or remove. But you have to do work too. You need to go back to church or pray or get around people that are involved in something positive because there's I mean like there's evil things out there that you don't want to interact with, right? The book From the Only Planet of Choice, the medium, I think they all got gathered, did a prayer first. They did a prayer to Saint Michael. They opened the Bible in a certain verse, and then they did the medium communication so they can bring in something positive. You just don't go gun ho with a medium in a trance and somewhere while he's sleeping, and then hope for the best and think you're gonna get something good out of it. There's nothing good about doing it like that, and it brought you into this unfortunate situation, which you've now realized that is serious, right? So, yes, I am going to help you. Excuse me. We're going to figure this out together, and this is one of the shortest videos I'm going to make, but it's very intimate and personal and private because I understand now a little more of what been going on in my life, and why this kind of connection that you're creating with me, because I don't necessarily believe that there's any kind of bond except just the part where I was a medium for a moment of time, and it just it has nothing to do with me really. But I can the question that you're asking about how to liberate yourself from this is simple because I since I was involved, I can help you figure out what the answer is so you can liberate yourself from this if you want to. If you want to, right? You do want to, of course, right? So I guess thank you. I didn't realize that I was just a medium in that way. I've never been in a trance where there were people around me and they had this conversation like this, but you took the liberty to do that. I don't recommend that, and it's not something that I would even want to do. In any case, we can solve this. We can figure out what's going on, and I'll try my best to assist you because it's not fair for you to just make agreements like that and hope for the best and think that you're going to get some power or magical ability in the third dimension. It just doesn't happen that way, and now we know this. So in that case, I'm happy. I'm willing to help and assist, and I'm trying to remember what I just it just it just popped into my head, understanding what's going on, what happened, what's going on here, why is there this interaction, and just thinking about the situation that we've had recently, it made sense because that's the only thing that really makes sense, and you know that, right? So again, we can liberate you. I think we can. It's not impossible, but still, you got to put in some work and change your life. Be a different person. Get away from this stuff. This isn't. This isn't. It. I mean, like, if I could trade my life for a regular person, I would, without any doubt, because this is. It's not a burden, but it's not a gift either. It's a curse. You know, it goes both ways, and it works both ways. But I land in the middle where I'm just an intermediary. I'm just the coin that goes from the customer to the clerk. That's it. There's no intrinsic value in just the transaction that I provided between the incarnate world and the incarnate world. That's it. All right. So, yeah, I'll help you. I'll figure it out. I'll do my part, you do your part, and I'll think about what could have been said in the conversation. But it's not difficult because less than 20 minutes ago he was just repeating to you that he made a deal, he made a deal, he made a deal because you want to figure out what's going on, and we can break this bond together and just go our separate ways. So guys, thank you. I think I know you know who you are, who I'm talking to, and let's turn a new leaf, and I offer you an olive branch, and then let's just move forward from this. We don't need to go through this anymore. So thank you for watching, and I'll talk to you guys later. It's not the video I wanted to make, but it's the video that has to be made for tonight. So have a good night, guys, and I'll talk to you later.